Let's talk about breathing. Yeah, I know you're already doing it. But what if I told you you've been doing it all wrong? Today, we're diving into pranayama, ancient Indian breathing techniques, with the incredible Anupa Punjabi from All in Sync. And my podcast date today is Dr. Ankit Chawla, founder Agami Health and a functional medicine doctor and longevity consultant. Today, we're cutting through the noise. We're not here to sell you $500 collagen supplement, but tell you what actually works. I thought breathing was simple: inhale, exhale, and done. For the longest time, the way I inhaled and the way I exhaled was also wrong. I've always thought of breathing as just, well, something which you do to stay alive. Turns out it's actually a skill, and I've clearly been failing. With Anupa's help, Dr. Chawla and I learned about pranayama. It's not just about oxygen, it's about energy, focus, maybe even happiness. And let's just say humming has never been so powerful. If you are new here, I'm Garima, the host of Popkast with Garima, and this is season 4. Do longevity diet supplements work?
There is no one diet for longevity.
Yeah, so Brian Johnson can
Do what he wants.
I want to know your take on supplements. Some people will say it's as good as going down the gutter.
Supplements are...
What is functional medicine and how is it different from traditional medicine?
Some things medicine tries to prevent, but the tools that they use to do that are so crude and so late, doesn't do a very good job at them.
Oh, and a big shout out to rollercoaster.health. Rollercoaster.health is a women's healthcare company which supports you in your hormonal highs and lows and twists and turns. Thank you, rollercoaster.health.
Garima, nice to meet you. How are you?
Finally, after all the conversations and multiple email
Yes, nice to finally do this. It's been a while,
and thanks to Anupa for having us
Thank you for
and
having us,
hosting
yes.
us, literally.
Yeah, so you can sit in easy
I might
pose.
do that actually.
Yeah.
That's
Actually, I can do that.
I
because I'm
sit
on
the
a
whole day like this.
Yeah, I sit like this. I eat my food like this actually on the floor.
Yeah, me
Excellent.
too. Yeah, it keeps you grounded. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very grounded.
So let's. I love it. I'm just gonna come back to center. Exhale, stretch forward, walk your hands forward, and then push down on the base of your palms to give yourself a nice spinal stretch. And feel the lengthening of your spine, feel the lengthening of the back of your neck. Exhale, bring your hands to your back and just open up your chest and see if you can lift up your hips. Just bring them up. Opening up the chest. Feel opening up of your body, opening up of your energy channels. Before we start breathing, now bring your attention to your nostrils. Just notice what you notice. Now bring your attention to your skin. The skin, part 1, that's covered with the fabrics that you're wearing, the textiles, the textures that you're wearing. How do they feel on your skin? Smooth, cool, crisp, warm. And now let's bring the attention back to the nostrils. Now we're going to think about connecting all of this. So we're going to breathe in, like if you imagine filling a bucket. You're going to breathe in first down, all the way down to the abdomen. Then feel that breath expanding the rib cage and the thoracic region. Then feel that breath expanding your chest, your collarbone. When you release the breath, imagine tipping a bucket. You're releasing it from the collarbone, then the thoracic region, then your abdomen loss. So you're filling bottom up, you're releasing top down. It may feel a bit unnatural, but try and do it for a few rounds, okay? I'm gonna count for 5 in and 5 out. Sit together, let's go in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now gently begin to feel your presence in this room. Feel the energy and warmth coming up through your toes. Rub the palms of your hands together. Create some heat, and then gently cup your hands over your eyes and take in the energy and the warmth. Just stay there for a second, then just turn over to your right side and lift yourself up into seated. When you're ready, slow and gentle. You may need to first blow your noses. I know I need to do mine. Go ahead. You're good. Okay, so in Bhastrika, so some people do it with the hand movements and some don't, but I'll show you the hand movements. Okay, so it's in and out. Okay, so you breathe in, you breathe out. And it's forceful breathing of the lungs. Okay? I mean, breathing of the lungs, you are breathing through your lungs, but you're filling, you're inhaling and exhaling using the force of your lung. So imagine you're actually blowing the bellow and your lung is that bellow. So it's pushing air in, pushing air out, pushing air in, pushing air out, rhythmically. Stop. This can make you dizzy if you're not used to it, so just stay. Yeah, Bhramari really is in Hindi or Sanskrit a humming bee, a bee that goes bzzz. So that's the humming. It's a humming bee breath. The simplest way to do it is with your thumbs, you close the flaps of your ears, okay, gently, no pressure. The rest of your fingers covering your eyes. So we're really blocking out a couple of senses so that we could take it inside. What you then do is you take a nice deep breath in and you hum on the way out. So I'll do a couple, yeah?
Thank you, Anupa, for all the amazing breathwork techniques. And I have some very interesting, controversial questions to ask Dr. Ankit, so stay tuned. So, functional medicine. Let's first start with, tell me the difference, tell everybody the difference. What is functional medicine and how is it different from traditional medicine? Like if I go to a doctor, what is the difference between what a functional medicine doctor is going to talk to me about versus traditional doctor?
Okay, so the big difference with functional medicine is it understands that the body is a set of systems that interact with each other rather than just being separate organs that work in isolation, right? So if you go to your regular doctor with headaches, right, they will think about it, and this is the way we were all taught. I was originally taught this way through traditional medical teaching and medical school, is that you think about things from a symptom point of view, you work out which organ is involved, and there'll be a list of diagnoses that may be the cause, and you work out which one of those it is. If it's not one of those, then this patient doesn't have a problem. They don't have a disease, right? So that's the traditional, probably incomplete picture that standard medical practice gives you. Now, functional medicine exists in a place where we understand the body as lots of different systems on a cellular level that all interact with each other. So they break it down into 7 systems, and forgive me if I forget 1 or 2, but they consist of assimilation and elimination of your nutrients. So that's, for normal kind of layman speak, your gut, right? So how you take in nutrients, how your body deals with those, how it gets rid of them, right? Another one might be how your body produces energy. So your mitochondria are the energy producing factories in every cell. So how well is your body producing energy? Other things might be how your body is communicating between different organs and to the other systems in your body. So that might be things like your hormones. And hormones not just being your sex hormones, but things like insulin, growth hormone, lots of other things. So these, I won't go through the whole list, but these are a few examples. And it's understanding that health and disease exist on a continuum, and it's not binary. So what functional medicine does, it realizes that before you get to disease at that arbitrary binary point, there's a whole continuum of imbalance, and we're correcting imbalances. A big part of functional medicine sort of practice is that we can assess some of these finer, more subtle imbalances, and then try to bring those back in. So I sometimes when I explain it to my patients, is that you sort of imagine a polygon where there's 7 nodes, right? The 7 areas of imbalance that I just described. And imagine if they're all in perfect sync, it's a perfect circle with 7 points. And if you try, and so the more imbalance you get, you bring each one of those points in towards the middle, right? And that shape looks very funny. If you bring it, it's a 7-pointed shape. But so what we do is we try and push those nodes back into balance. And what you realize is that once you start pushing things back towards balance, and you just optimize the factors that promote health, disease often goes away as a side effect.
So what I gather is that if the roof, if it's a leaky roof, then you put a bucket, which is like going to a doctor, which is a quick fix. But in functional medicine, I would actually climb up, go to the roof, see what's exactly causing the leakage and what do I need to fix in there.
Exactly.
Right?
That's a very good analogy.
Okay. Leaky roof. Cool. You spoke about longevity drugs, and I was reading yesterday that there's a brand called OneSkin which recently secured funding, and they are a longevity skincare brand. So they will work on your stem cells and just basically claim to say that you can be forever youthful. Do longevity diets, longevity skincare, longevity supplements work, or is it just a fad?